My name is I'm Umang Utkarsh, and currently I'm working as a software development engineer at Geo Platforms Limited, which is an Indian technology company. And I basically work on both front and back end systems. And I drive innovations in edge cloud development solutions, some data center optimization techniques, and scalable back end systems. And I graduated from National Institute of Technology, Karnataka, Surutkal in the year 2023, and I had the privilege of contributing to open source projects, uh, majorly with the Rocket.Chat, and I had the most enriching experience during my GSoC journey. So yeah, uh, let me first just a second. Yeah, so let me first begin how I started my GSoC journey and how I started my open source journey. I would say not GSoC. So after graduating from college, one thing I had in my mind that I wanted to work on open source projects since I was from a non-computer science background. So I didn't have much experience with development and related stuff. I just was into problem solving much more at that time. So I was very eager to immerse myself in the world of technology and open source. And I yeah, I remember those days when every bit of every code line uh, seemed puzzling to me. And I was initially when I joined my company, I wasn't assigned major projects as it's always I mean majorly with the case with freshers. So I used to utilize that time into open source, and that led to my selection into GSoC. And I'll come to how it helped me in my professional journey as well. And so yeah, I found that some experienced contributors were always willing to lend a hand and always willing to help. And right from day one, I received a great mentorship from some of the fellow contributors, I would say, and some of the fellow alumni of GSoC from Rocket.Chat. And my turning point was majorly when received my mentorship uh, from Abhinav, I think is there. And right from the start, it was really helpful. He was guiding even some of my basic silly questions also, right from day one. So I learned a lot, not only like the technical concepts, but I learned from him the importance of project management and communication, which are very much crucial in the technology, not only in the technology in the industry of technology, but everywhere in life, I believe. And maintaining code quality was also he focused on a lot during my research time. And yeah, I was lucky enough to that Abhinav became my mentor in my GSoC tenure, and I was exposed to some challenging tasks and tested my like code writing ability, and I learned a lot of value from the ownership which I had uh, of my project. And yeah, Abhinav's support helped me to navigate all the obstacles initially, and so, for anyone who is starting his open source journey, I really want to push. I can't overstate that it is very important to have a good and great mentor who believes in you because it shapes your career not only in GSoC, it helps your career professionally in your company in which you will work in the future. It helps a lot, and yeah, so that was how I started my GSoC journey. Apart from Abhinav, there were other helpful people like Siddharth was there for me. He was checking like how I was writing my proposals and how everything they all like tested, rechecked my proposals and my contributions which I made. So that helped a lot in my GSoC journey. And if you're in college, right, I would say that this is the best time to start your open source journey because once you get into a full time role, right, you won't get enough time to explore, I would say. And exploring is the most crucial part in open source journey, I believe. So utilize your time in college. And even if you are not in college, you have graduated or have just started your job, that's I was like this. I mean, I started my first job, then I delved into open source. So it was a bit challenging initially because there were times when the workload was there and it seemed a lot overwhelming and pressure to meet the deadlines, both like in my GSoC tenure and in my like in my office, definitely. So yet these challenges made moments that taught me resilience and discipline, right? So working on Rocket.Chat code base, I was like introduced to working on large code bases, like how to collaboratively work. It teaches you how to collaboratively work with other developers, right, in a professional setting. So I learned a lot, like import. I learned the lessons of time management. I learned the lessons of communication, and it really adapted me in a fast-paced environment, which you will have to face once you get into the industry as as a software engineer or like any role, I would say. So another thing which helped me a lot, I would say, to interact with the community was like the workshops which the community held. I participated in the workshops, and the workshops were not just technical training; they were like platforms for collaborating, networking, and collective learning. Right. So I recall that the enthusiasm and openness these sessions would used to have, and every time I attended these, I felt a new, like something new I learned and something great I wanted to like push more after attending these workshops initially, because in my office initially I was not like working much on the major projects. So that time I used to devote my time. And yeah, beyond that, how Rocket.Chat and GSoC and open source helped me in real world experience, gaining real world experience was that I, yeah, Rocket.Chat code base was one thing. Like it was huge and it was difficult to understand at first. But through these experiences, I learned the importance of writing clean code, right? Which is very important. And through my work in GSoC, I learned the importance of writing good code, clean code, as I said, maintainable code, and the bug fixes, small bug fixes, and uh, merge conflicts which used to have. Those were very daunting at first, very frustrating initially, but I learned a lot from them. And yeah, some it basically instilled a sense of professionalism in me, which is very helpful in your professional career. Once you get into the industry, you have to work with product managers, other developers, engineering managers. Those are very crucial. These small experiences are very crucial because, yeah, I definitely have grown since then a lot because GSoC was a stepping stone in that phase. And because of GSoC, I was assigned some major projects when some of my fellow product managers got to know that I am contributing to open source apart from my professional work. So they were like that. Yeah, this guy is responsible and can be assigned more tasks. So GSoC helped me in that thing. And yeah, some other inspiring stories I would like to share was one of my friends from college participated in GSoC, and then that GSoC it helped in getting his first job in Oracle. Currently, he's working as I think, a member of technical staff at Oracle, and GSoC was one of the reasons he got into Oracle because of resume. So resume does play a huge role in getting into your dream company and everything. So GSoC helps in that, and open source helps in that. And another some fellow last year I attended GSoC summit. So there I got to know that some of the alumni from GSoC from Rocket.Chat have built their startups and leveraging their skills in networks, and now revolutionizing the open source journey, and they have gained technical skills, entrepreneurial spirits from GSoC. So That was very inspiring to see, and it really motivated me also last year, I remember. And some lessons I would like to share, which I learned from them, from my friends who participated in GSoC and from other alumni, was were will be like, first is that you should set your goals clear, right from the day one. It's crucial to define what you want to achieve, whether it's learning a new programming language, whether like contributing to a major project, or you want to enhance your collaborative skills, right? Having a clear goal really helps, and helps your efforts keep guided towards direction, because direction is very important, right? We all know. And even if challenges arise, you have a set of defined directions, so that helps in a lot. And secondly, uh, engage a lot, right? Engage actively, and don't hesitate to ask even the most silliest questions, I would say, and seek feedback. Continuously iterate on what your ideas are, and active engagement basically deepens your understanding, and helps develop relationships with mentors and peers, and maintainers of various repositories, made various code bases. Not only open in the world of open source, it helps in collaborating with other developers in your professional life, right? So this proactive approach opened many doors for me, and helped me build a network of supportive colleagues and friends. Thirdly, I would say that just embrace challenge, and every setback you get, is an opportunity to learn. Even the smallest setback, even large setbacks, it's because initially it was very hard to grapple the code base. And in my professional world also, it's very hard to grasp the huge code base there also. So those were some of the small challenges, I would say. So those helped me in embracing large challenges, and it transformed obstacles into stepping stones, and it helped me in shaping my journey. Fourth thing I would like to add is that document your journey, right? Keep a record of your experiences, your failures, right? It's very valuable, and document not only serves personal reference, but it also inspires others who might be facing similar challenges, right? It's a way to reflect on your growth, basically, to share your insights to the community, right? And last, like leverage the community, right? Make use of the people, of fellow contributors, the maintainers. Just talk with them. Just talk and communicate with them. The open source is the greatest place, I would say, to interact with fellow developers, and they are very, very, very helpful, I would say. And engage with them, participate in workshops if there are workshops, and connect with alumni, learn from every interactions, and this will help you create a global network in a treasure of like it will it will help the increase your knowledge base and help your support base. It's very inspirational to work with other people also, right? And last, I would like to give some advice to aspiring contributors who are there. Like if you are just starting out, like I said, if you're in college, just devote your full time. It's the best time, I would say, to devote your time. If you are really sure that you want to get into this field, then now is the perfect time to deep dive into open source and whatever. If you want to learn problem solving skills, just deep dive into it. Make use of your time, I would say. Don't like balance, I would say. I would not say that don't enjoy with your friends. College is a great time to enjoy, and you should definitely do that, but you have to balance these two things, right? Because once you graduate, you'll miss each one of that moment which you spent in college, and that this will never come. So make use of it. Even if you have graduated and working as a full time, it's never too late, right? It's never too late to involve into open source and contribute, no matter how small you want. you contribute. Don't just focus on GSoC. Don't just contribute. It will definitely help in some way, right? And ask questions, seek mentorship from everyone. Never hesitate. Like never hesitate with anyone. And remember that this journey may be daunting, but definitely lead to a greater achieve. I mean, it will achieve help you in achieving what you want. So definitely make use of it. Yeah.